beloveds. So it's sticky and damp out there. It's 65 degrees when we went to the park. I wouldn't take my coat normally, but there was a chance it could rain. So I took my coat and I ended up having to tie it around my waist because it was just hot and it didn't rain. But it was very, very wet. And then we felt really bad because we got swarmed a couple of times by squirrels. And so the very last part of the walk, there was one squirrel who didn't get a peanut because we didn't have any left. We were out. And I was just like, and he followed us all the way back to our car. So it's just like, okay, are you going to stow in the wheel well and come home with us? So, yeah. But trust me, those squirrels are well fed in that park. Now, there was a couple. We could have gotten swarmed much worse than we did, but there was a couple that was back up in the one of the swarm spots, and they had all the squirrels paying attention to them. So we scooted on through that. We were like, we don't have the peanuts for this. But all right. So that's what, yeah. And yeah. So science of mind. It's been a long week. It's been a very long week. I think I'm going to spend a bit of this afternoon unconscious. I'm going to take a nap, and an epic nap. And I have cats that will enforce that. So it'll be good. Okay. Which one of them just strolled out of the room here. I'm not entertaining him. So let's talk about what we're here to do. We're here to do the meditations from the Science of Mind text. And we're in part 6. We're doing the very short meditations. There's the next section. They're much longer meditations. So we'll see what that looks like. But for the purposes of this, I like to do the housekeeping first, because I'd like to let you leave in the meditative state. So, what that means is I'm just going to remind you that we are Creative Life Spiritual Center. And if you would like more information about us, then there are a number of ways you can do that. 1, website, creativelife.org. 2, constant contact email, info@creativelife.org. That is the constant contact email. You email that, you get 1 email a week. The hot links are hot, meaning if it says click here now, they'll take you right to the information you want or to the person that can get it. It's 1 email a week unless something unusual happens, because it's a real person doing it. He hasn't got time for more than that. And then, and it's because it's constant contact, it's a blind email. Nobody will see your email and nobody will get your email. We do not sell our email list. And the last bit is we have most of the social medias. So we ask you to engage with our social medias. We don't monetize our social medias, mostly because we don't want you to have to put up with an ad. Because, there's nothing quite like doing a meditation, and in the middle of the meditation, there's an ad. I'm just like, you know what? Do the ad at the beginning, do the ad at the end, or do the ad at the beginning. Don't do it in the middle. Because in the middle of meditation, that doesn't work. So what we ask you to do is engage with our social media so that it will, you'll bump us in the algorithms, because we think we have good stuff to share. We're not about what you believe. That's between you and the divine. We are about how. So we try and offer you a range of tools to get the most out of life. That's what we do. So the social medias are Creative Life Spiritual Center or Creative Life Spark. Try both. Like on YouTube and Facebook, we are Creative Life Spiritual Center, but on Instagram, Threads, and TikTok, I think we're Creative Life Spark. I don't know about TikTok. I do know about Instagram and Threads because I accidentally started the Threads. So, and I'm the running Rev Ryan on the social medias that I'm on, although honestly, a lot of the content's the same. The only thing that's different is that these are not on the Creative Life YouTube. They're on the Running Rev Ryan YouTube. I don't want to clutter up the Creative Life YouTube with this stuff. So there's that. Okay. And if I'm smart, I will work on my YouTube channel today between the naps. Come on, Foster. Come on back. The heating pad next to me is on, which is why I might be able to get him to come back. And he did. There he is, making his cameo. All right. So now, for the purposes of this, let's talk about the meditations. So, Ernest wrote them in first person. The reason that he wrote them in first person is most of them in first person is the goal is to repeat them as many times as you need to get into the feeling, because that's what Science of Mind is about. Science of Mind is thought wrapped in feeling. Ernest says that's where our power is. So if you wonder why your world looks the way it does, look at the thoughts that you're wrapping in feelings, and look at the feelings that you're wrapping around those thoughts. That will show you where your power is going and what you are attracting into your life. So, which brings me to the follow-up point of, since he wrote these in first person and the goal is to repeat them, if he uses a word that does not resonate with you, feel free to change the word. This book was published in 1927. It is almost 100 years old. The language has shifted a little bit. So, feel free to change it. The best example I can give you is he used a word, a few meditations back, he used the word control twice in the meditation. And I read it the first time and I realized I didn't like the way it made me feel. So the second time I went through it, I changed it to support. And then we had a meditation not so very long ago where the way he wrote it, it lends itself to being rewritten. You know, where every time he used the phrase my own, you could substitute whatever it is that you were actively working on. Ernest is not Mary Baker Eddy. He fully encourages you to rewrite his stuff so that it works for you. Okay. If you have questions about Mary Baker Eddy, that's a different topic. And there's a history class coming up in January that will tell you about Mary Baker Eddy if you want to know. Remember that constant contact that I said? The information's in that email for the history class. So yeah, Ernest is a big believer in, he says that Science of Mind is open at the top. What he says is that he pulled a bunch of ideas from a bunch of different places. He said nobody has the whole truth. Everybody's got a piece of the truth. So we should look at everybody. You know, and if we could get together, we might actually figure out get the whole puzzle put together. Because everybody's got a couple of pieces. Nobody's got all of the pieces. So we are open at the top. We're open to new ideas. Rewrite his stuff. Make it make sense for you. Use it as a guide. Okay. But for the purposes of this, what we are going to do is we are going to take 2 deep breaths. In through the nose, out through the mouth. It is the most calming type of breathing for the brain and the nervous system. And it works because you can watch me talk a lot slower after I do it. Although I'm pretty low-key today because today is my day off. Today is my rest day. And I'm going to do it. So we're going to take the 2 deep breaths, read the meditation, take 2 more deep breaths, read the meditation again. Take 2 more deep breaths. You can repeat the meditation as many times as you need to. But for the purpose of this, we're going to do it twice. So, and then I'm going to encourage you to have a great day. All right. And this is one where I get to turn the page. So we'll see how that goes. And our title today is Substance and Supply. So this is one where he's got more of a specific idea, I think. Some of them have been very specific and some of them have been a little more metaphysical. So this is Substance and Supply. Let's see what he's got. So let's take that nice deep breath. The substance of the Spirit is my daily supply. I cannot be without my good. I can see that the constant stream of life flowing to me brings into my experience all that makes life happy and worthwhile. I rest in security, knowing that infinite good is within and is expressing through me. I receive my good. The substance of the Spirit is my daily supply. I cannot be without my good. I can see that the constant stream of life flowing to me brings into my experience all that makes life happy and worthwhile. I rest in security, knowing that infinite good is within and expressing through me. I receive my good. So he always does end them with a really good affirmation. I receive my good. And that meditation in particular is a reminder that God can only do for you what God can do through you. Okay? So it's the good is within you and expressing through you. And sometimes what that looks like is being open to opportunities that you might not have noticed otherwise. So you do meditations like that, you're open to the experience, and somebody will say something and you're like, that's exactly what I needed. You hear something on the radio, you read something in a book, it's exactly what you needed. That's how this works. You are open to the experience of the good expressing through you. And then you go, that's why we say treat and move your feet. Treat and move your feet. Be open to the experience. Be open to it expressing through you. All right. So now I am going to encourage you to have a great day, a wondrous day, a fantastic day, a magical day, an enchanted day, a wonderful day, an awesome day, an amazing day, a magical day. I think I've already said that. I got myself off track there because I started thinking about it. Catter day. In my world, that means cuddle with your cats day. Take a break day, a restful day, a take care of business day, a do what you got to do day, a take an epic nap day, a drink plenty of water day, a call a good friend day, a connect day, a take care of yourself day, a tell somebody that you love them day, a good day. And if that is too much pressure, simply have a day. You are enough, just as you are. You are a beloved expression of the divine. And as I like to say, you are both a masterpiece and a work in progress on your own time. You are a brilliant light, a divine spark, spirit in motion, God in action, or as Reverend Jesse likes to call us, you are a godling. All right? Explore the truth of your being. Get to know who the divine knows you to be, because the divine knows you to be good. It's the only way the divine can know you, because that's what the divine knows is good. So the divine knows you is good. And from there, anything is possible. All right, beloveds. Reverend David should be on around 5 p.m. with you. I will be back with you around 9:15 tomorrow. No, you know what? Gym day. I think tomorrow will probably be about 8:45. That seems to work better. Yeah. Take care of yourself. Know that you are loved. And I will see you next time.